Hello guys, we're back with our next lecture. In this lecture, let us go through the concept of process, guys. So in process, we are having two main concepts, guys. Those are nothing but object servers and object adapters, guys. Okay, so these two things we'll be discussing in this lecture. Okay, so guys, I'll be just giving you an overview, guys, because I'm not 100% clear with these concepts. So if you are searching for some kind of tutorial where you want 100% clarity on these concepts, this is not the correct place, guys. So please search for some other tutorial. Okay, yes. So let us start. So processes. So in processes, currently we are discussing about objects, right? Yes. So basically, what is this process, or what are the steps followed by this object server? Okay, so basically we know about the normal servers and object servers. So basically in normal servers and object servers, we will be having some objects which you can invoke and you can do some particular task, right? Whereas in normal servers, you can get this data or that particular function to your server and you can execute it, or you can even execute here and you can get the result directly here, right? Yes. So that is the difference, guys, between the normal and the object based servers. So we'll be going through the theory, don't worry. A key role in object-based server distributed system is played by object servers. That is the server designed to host distributed objects. So basically I told you, right? So in distributed object server, you will be having multiple objects which can be distributed among systems. They'll be saying they are distributed, but they are similar to threads, guys. So each system or each client can take one particular object and they can operate and they can leave it there back, right? So in that way. Okay. So the important difference between both a general object server and other traditional servers is that an object server by itself does not provide the specific service. So basically it will not provide the service, it will implement the service, guys. That is the main thing that you should remember here. So specific servers are implemented by the objects that reside in the server. So basically they implement the thing. Okay, so especially the server provides only the means to invoke the object. Okay, so basically once you send a request, the object will be invoked. Okay, so he is asking for that particular class, so let us do it. So in that way it will be invoked and it will start the task in that way, guys. Okay, so basically an object contains of two parts, guys. So the first part is nothing but its states and its code, guys. Okay, so data representation, its states, and the code for executing its method. So these are the two parts inside the object. Okay, so whether or not these parts are separated or whether methods implementation are shared by multiple objects depending on the object server. So everything will be depending on the object server, guys. Okay, yes. For example, in a multi-threaded server, each object might be assigned to be a separate thread. So I think everyone remembers the thread example, right? So assume that you are running a huge website, okay, in which you are giving some data, like free data to everyone, right? Like free blogs, okay, assume in that way. I mean data by some kind of theoretical data, right? Yes. So you are giving some blog. So basically you kept a limit that only 300 active users can be there. So in that situation, you will be creating some 300 threads. So those are some kind of tickets, you can say. So whenever a user wants to visit, it will be checking whether there is a thread or not. So if the thread is found, he will be entering inside along with that thread. So basically 300 users are active means here you will be left with 0 threads. So even though if new user comes, he need to wait. So in that way. So that is the concept of multi-threading, guys. Okay. Yes. So the same way object server will also work. Okay, so I hope everyone got some basic idea. So now let us continue with the object adapter, guys. Okay, so object adapter, so this talks about the policies, guys. Okay, so first let us go through the definition, then you'll be having a clear idea. Okay, so it is a mechanism to group objects per policy. So basically depending on the policies, you will be merging or you will be combining or you will be grouping these objects, guys. So that is nothing but that mechanism is called as object adapter. Okay, or actively and object wrap. Okay, so this is the definition you can say, guys. Okay, so I hope everyone got some basic idea about the object server and object adapter. Okay, so you can just go through the theoretical part which is written here, guys. You can just go through it. Okay, so this is a small example for object adapter, guys. Okay, yes. So basically this is the server side view, guys. Okay, this is the server side view. So whenever some request comes, so initially the request is demultiplexed, guys. So basically you can make that request into multiple parts and different object adapters will be taking the lead and they'll be using the stubs and all those things and they'll be executing the thing, right? Yes. So this is the concept of object adapter and dividing it, guys. Okay, yes. So here also it is written that organization of an object server supporting different activity policies. So activity policies are indirectly called as object adapters, right? So if it is stored in a class, we'll be calling it as object adapters, right? Yes. Okay. So this is a small code, guys, for okay, just give me a second. Okay. So this is a small code for the runtime environment of ICE, guys. Okay, so that is, I think, some kind of application. Okay, so this is a code, sample code, you can say, example for creating an object server in ICE. Okay, so this is a sample code, you can just go through it, guys. Okay, yes. So initially, if you want, I'll be just giving you an overview. So initially you will be initializing it, then you will be creating the object, okay, and then you will be adding your object, and you'll be activating it, then they will shut downing it. So this is just a basic flow, you can say. You'll be just initializing it, creating it, okay, then you will be making the object for it, then you will be adding that object, you'll be linking them, then you will be activating it, and once everything is done, you'll be shutdowning it. So this is the simple process, guys. Okay, yes. So I hope everyone got some basic idea about the object adapters and object servers, and these two topics come under processes, guys. Okay, so let us discuss. Okay, I hope everyone got clear idea. So in the next lecture, we'll be discussing about the communication, guys. So how communication will be done in this object sharing. So basically here you are doing with objects, right? So how the situations will be there. So that we'll be discussing in our next lecture, guys. Okay, so let us meet in the next lecture. Thank you. Thanks for watching.